Hey everyone, my name is Heba and welcome back. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the products that I've been using for the month of April, and I want to give you some updates on them. I've been using several brands this month: Byredo, Eldridge, Guerlain, and YSL. So let's go ahead and get right into it and talk about the eyeshadow palette that I'm using, and it's by Byredo, the Mineralscapes palette. This is a recent product that I've been trying, and I've used it several times, created several looks, including this one. And I have to say, for a cool tone palette, I mean, look at those shades. Very pretty. I don't mind this one because the shades in here, it doesn't make me look like I have a bruise on my eyes. Because some cool tone shades, like some blues and purples, doesn't look right on my skin tone. But these shades, I've tried mostly everything now, are very pretty. Very pretty. So the shades I use for this look all over my lid, I use the shade Low Tide, this beautiful kind of a purpley taupe shade. And for the outer corner, I use this blue shade Matter in Life. It does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it doesn't show my texture on my lids. It's a very soft shimmer. And then for the inner corner, I use this yellow shade Steel Light, and that just kind of brightened up the look. And underneath my eyes, I just use the same shade in the beginning, Low Tide, and also the yellow shade Steel Light in the inner corner. And I have to say, I do like this look. It has a little bit of blue in here, and I am a little bit apprehensive with blues, but this one works. And I really do like this taupey purpley shade right here, and this one, and the green shades, and then these two silvery taupe shades, and these pink shades, even the blue shades. And these I would use mostly in the outer corner because it's probably, or are, the deepest shades in this palette. So for outer corner, you just need that extra dimension. And even though there are only two matte shades, which is this one, Sun Dried and High Tide, I believe those are the names, you can create dozens of look with this palette. Now I know this palette cost $115, and it does say that it's still sold out on the Byredo's website, but it's still available on Suffrage's website, and there it costs $110. The shades blend out perfectly. They are soft, they are creamy, they have just a really nice high-end look with it. I mean, it is a high-end brand, but it just looks very pretty on, especially on my mature lids. And even though, like I said, this is mainly cool tones, it's very pretty, and I will be reaching for this one quite a bit. The other two palettes, I kind of like just a little bit better, because I don't wear that many cool tones, but whenever I feel like wearing cool tones, I will be bringing this one out by Byredo, the Mineralscapes palette. And I did do a video with this palette, did 3 looks, and I'll link it down below if you want to check that one out. But yeah, very pretty palette, very pretty color story. The other thing by Byredo is this liquid lipstick. Kind of liking this. It's very comfortable on the lips. It has kind of like a moussey texture, and it's a matte finish, and kind of like the tube that it's in. 3 circles instead of a regular square or circle tube, and I kind of like the packaging. It's very different. And then here is what the doe foot applicator looks like. Typical doe foot applicator. And then this shade is Space in Between, and he describes this as a soft rosewood. And it's very opaque. It stays on the lips without drying. It's been on my lips for about 20 minutes now. And I always get lipstick on my teeth. And I'm able still to rub my lips together without it being sticky, because some liquid lipsticks does that to me. But it's very comfortable on. And I think I may pick up 1 or 2 more shades because I just like the formula of it. It does stay on for several hours. Now, after I ate and drank and wiped my mouth, it did come off, but it was very comfortable on during those hours that I did wear it. Well, I guess I could say that it does leave some lipstick on my teeth, so I guess I need to be mindful for that. But it's very comfortable on. Now, this one does cost $55. Byredo is a high-end brand. I do like the formula. And this color too, Space in Between. Now let's go into Eldridge, and I do have several products from her. And let's start with the Skin Enhancing Tint. It's what I have on my face right now, and I have it in the shade T11, which is a neutral undertone. I also did a video on this, and I'll link it down below for a full in-depth review. But you know what? I kind of like the skin tint. I'm wearing it right now. I did put the primer on, the primer by Good Molecules. And I also put a corrector underneath my eyes. It's by Huda Beauty in the shade Peach, because I do have the dark circles. And then you have to shake the bottle really well. And it does come in a plastic, kind of a squeezy tube. So Lisa Eldridge does say that using 2 drops will cover the whole face, but for me, 2 drops covers half of my face. So I did half of my face and applied it with my fingers because that's how she recommends applying it. And then the other side, I used 2 drops and I wanted to try it with a foundation brush. And I didn't like it because it just seemed like it absorbed some of the product because this is very runny. Show it to you here before I finish showing you the application. So yeah, this is T11. Blend you out and you can see that it's very close to my skin tone. So then after I tried it with the brush, I did 2 more drops and just used my fingers to apply it all over my face. And plus a little extra for underneath my eyes, so I can cover the corrector underneath my eyes. Now this is kind of like a light to medium coverage. It's very light on the skin. I sometimes forget that I have it on. It does look like my skin. It's not settling in any pores. It's not settling in any fine lines or wrinkles. It just kind of enhances my skin. Like I said, it's just light to medium coverage. Did go to Orlando for a couple of days and I took this one with me because it's going to be hot there in Orlando, and I didn't do a full face of makeup. I just took the skin tint, brow, eyeliner, and mascara, and that's all I used the whole time we were there. And I didn't feel hot. I didn't feel like it was dripping off of my face. I just kind of forgot that I had it on. So I will be using this one quite a lot in the summer. I don't know if I'll use it when I have like a special event to go to because I need a little bit more coverage, a little bit more foundation, if you know what I mean. But so far, I've been liking this skin tint by Lisa Eldridge. Very nice on the skin. Looks like my skin. And I even forget that it's on my skin. Also by Lisa Eldridge, I have the Kitten Liner and the Kitten Lash. Let's talk about the liner first. It does come with a felt tip applicator and it's kind of short. Let me just take off the foundation swatch and then let me just give you a swatch here. So it's very thin. I mean, very thin. You could do a thin line or you could thicken it up. Now it does have a little bit of a sheen to it, I noticed, and it is kind of wet when you apply it for the first couple of times, but then after a while it does apply very nicely. It dries down, but the felt tip applicator is not that stiff, so it could kind of splay in a different area that you don't want it to be in. Does that make sense? I hope. So you just need to be careful when you apply it and just glide it on. Doesn't tug on the lids, doesn't bleed into my texture. This one's not bad. It's not bad. It's not one of my favorites. I have my favorites, the one by Makeup by Mario, and of course, if you know me, know my channel, not happy with Tom Ford, but I really do like his liquid pen. Very nice. But this one comes in third. Next is a Kitten Lash Mascara. This one's not bad. This one's not bad. Let me show you the wand. It does come curved, kind of like the Guerlain mascara. And it does give me a length, but it doesn't thicken my lashes. And I kind of like thickener and a lengthener. But it's not bad. I will use it up. But this mascara, I probably will not pick it up again because there are other mascaras that I like a lot better. But this one's not bad. If you just want a simple eye look with the skin tint, this will be really good. But for me, when I finish this, I probably won't pick it up. Just like the liner, I probably won't pick up this liner. The last thing from Lisa Eldridge are her new lip pencils. And these are the Sculpt and Shade lip pencils. There are 10 shades in total, and I did pick up 7. She kind of grouped them in cool tones, neutral tones, and warm tones. Let me go ahead and swatch these on my hand real quick. Here we go. The first 3 are the cool tone shades 1, 2, and 3C. And then these 2, this is 1N and 2N. And the last 2 is 2W and 3W. So I hope I got that right. These are the cool tone shades 1, 2, and 3. These are the neutral shades 1 and 2. And these are the warm shades 2 and 3. And the lip pencil that I use with the Byredo lipstick is this one 2N. Just a little bit of a deeper shade, neutral instead of cool tone, because I know that this is a cool tone lip shade, but I wanted a neutral lip line. And these are very nice lipstick. Lisa Eldridge knows her lip products. They stay on and you can wear them by themselves. Just put a gloss over it or pair it with your favorite lipstick. And I don't know which shades I like better. I like them all because they're all different. And they do come with a pencil sharpener. Let me do it this way. Yeah, she put in a pencil sharpener for us, which is a nice added bonus because her eye pencils did not include a sharpener and they're very soft and creamy, so they go down quite quickly. So it's nice to have sharpeners for that. All right, let's move on to YSL, and they did come out with bronzers and powders. Let's talk about the bronzers first, and these are the All Hours Hyper Bronzer Ultimate Couture Clutch. And it does come in the YSL Clutch packaging. Very very pretty, very luxurious. And bronzers do come in the brown clutch. The powder that I'll show you next come in the black clutch. There are 5 shades total in the bronzers, and I picked up 2, shades 03 and 04. Let me show you the packaging first. Very luxurious, and I like how you open it up. Just a regular magnetic closure. No tab to push. No tab to lift, just real easy peasy. I know it's a simple thing, but that's what makes me happy. But this is 03, and then here is 04. Let me put them side by side. So here's 03 and 04. You can see the 04 is a little bit warmer than 03. It's more neutral. So here's 03 and 04. 04 has a little bit more of a reddish tone, where 03 is just more beige. Now, I do like them both, but I think my favorite one is 03. But I did use both of them for this look, just so you can see. I did use 04 first, and then I applied 03 on top of 04. I know it's just overkill, but I just wanted y'all to see it at the same time. Let me just add a little bit more, 04. And then on this side, I'll do 03. Both shades work for me, but I still think that 03 is a little bit better. It's a little bit more of a contour bronzing look. But 04 is very pretty if you want that bronze glow, but the powder just melts into the skin, doesn't look any powdery or cakey or anything like that, and it blends out very nice. The YSL powders I'm really enjoying. Now let's talk about this powder, and this is the All Hours Hyper Finish Ultimate Setting Powder. It does come in the black clutch, whereas the bronzer comes in the brown. Now there are 10 shades in this powder, including a translucent shade, but I did pick up the shade number 5. And let me put that right there. So I think this is a good match for me now. And this was the last product that I used for this look. It does glide on very nicely. It does blur my pores. It does kind of hide my oily spots, kind of tame it down a little bit. And it doesn't look any powdery or cakey. Like I said, really do like the YSL powders. This one's more of a matte. It doesn't have like a sheen to it. Let me just put a little bit more so you can see. And I do like shade number 5. I think it matches me well. Now let's talk about the last brand that I have, Guerlain. I have several products here, and let's go ahead and start with their blushes. The terracotta blushes. Now there are 6 shades, and yes, I went ahead and picked up all 6. There are 3 in the light spectrum and 3 in the deep spectrum. At first I picked up the 3 deepest ones, and then I was looking, it's like, you know, I want to try the light ones too. And actually I think I kind of like the lighter ones just a smidgen better than the deeper ones. So the shades are light nude, light pink, and light coral, and then deep nude, deep pink, and deep coral. And the blush that I used for this look is the lightest one, light nude. And you can see that, you know, if you look at it, you wouldn't think that it would show up, but I think it does show up on my skin. It just gives you a flush of color. Not very heavy. If you just want something, you know, very light, then the light blushes will work out. So let me go ahead and swatch them on my arm. This one's light nude, and this one is light pink, right there. And then this one is light coral. And we'll put the light shades in here. Then we have deep nude, which is another one of my favorite, kind of like the nude shades, light and deep. So here is deep nude. And just so you can see, here's the light nude and deep nude. And then here's deep pink. It's very deep. It's kind of like a raspberry shade over my wrist bone. And then let me show you the difference, light pink and deep pink. And then here is deep coral right there. So here are the 6 different blush shades from Guerlain. And then the difference, light coral and deep coral. I have to say, I like them all, but I like more of the nude shades and the pink shades and then coral shades. But another one that just melts into the skin, doesn't look powdery, it's more of a matte finish, doesn't have, you know, a sheen to it. I'm very happy with these blushes. Next are the meteorites in this beautiful packaging, kind of reminds me of candy. I believe there are 4 shades. There's one that's all pearly white, a light, and then 03 and then 04. And that's what I picked. So let me show you 03 warm first. And I did do a video on these and I did some comparisons with ones I have. So again, I'll link that one down below if you want to check it out. But this is 03 warm. Has those pretty pearls in there. And this one I like to use for underneath my eyes. And I could use this one all over my face as well, but I kind of like it more for underneath my eyes because it just kind of brightens it up. So I'm going to try to swatch this. I always like to put it upside down and then shake. And then you have some of the product on the lids. So let me swatch 03. Let me go ahead and put you right there. So this is 03. Let me just blend that out. So it just blends out very nicely. And it does come with a nice fluffy puff. And then let me show you 04 Amber. Another pretty one. It's got more rosy tones. And this one you could use as a blush or all over face powder. And let me put you here. So that one's Amber. I hope you can see that. And then when you blend it out, it does have a nice glow to it. And with 04 for this look, I just put it over the blush, just to give it a little extra something. Now the scent of the Guerlain, it's not as strong as the original Meteorites. It doesn't have that strong violet scent, which I don't mind because what they added into here is more sandalwood and musk, and I love sandalwood and musk, but I also like the violet scent too. But this one's just kind of toned down with a little hint of sandalwood and musk, my favorite. But I love the Meteorites and do like the packaging as well. A couple things left, and let's talk about the new eyeshadow palette that Guerlain came out with. And this is number 458, Aurora Glow. And I have to say, for an all shimmer palette, really do like this one as well. Let me swatch you on the other arm here. Forgive the swatches because I am left-handed, so it's kind of hard on this arm. But the shades here are very pretty. Love this deep berry shade. Now this one, it does look more orangey, corally in the pan, but on my skin tone, it has a little bit more of a pinky tone to it. And then you have a light pink, and then you have this white shade with blue undertones. Kind of like an icy blue. I love the look that I did in that video, and I also use this deep berry shade as a one and done. Very pretty. And also put some of these in the inner corner to brighten it up. They're not very shimmery. They're not very metallic-y, so you can use them as, you know, a transition shade or an outer corner shade. And this is perfect for spring and summer. Love this palette. Very pretty. I think I kind of like this one better than the one that came out with the holiday with that green. And the packaging had that tiger stripe to it. That one I know probably won't reach for as much, but this one, Aurora Glow, I will. Very pretty. And the last product I'd like to let you know about is this one by Guerlain, the Terracotta Concealer. I did pick up the lightest one first, 3 in, but it was just too light. I thought it would brighten me up, but it just kind of looked a little ashy. I picked up 4 in, and this is the shade that I wear in the Terracotta Foundation 4 in, and this one's a lot better. So here's 3 in and 4 in. So yeah, 3 in is just too light for me and almost a little ashy because of the dark circles that I have just makes it look a little gray. 4 in works a lot better. Now this concealer, I need a little bit more time to try it because I still haven't figured out if I liked it or not. Some days I do, some days I don't. Now it does blend out very nicely, but it does leave a little bit creasing underneath my eyes. You can see that I do have the bags under my eyes and creasing. Doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look powdery, but just leaves a little bit of creasing. But I have to keep this in mind. I know no concealer could just wipe away my wrinkles underneath my eyes. But maybe it's the primers that I use just doesn't work well, because some days I don't see any creasing. So I just need a little bit more time with this concealer. And plus, I don't know, the doe foot applicator is just a little stiff. It's not very soft for underneath the eyes. But I mean, I'm not going all in underneath my eyes like that. It's just not bouncy, I guess you could say. But I do like the shade 4 in a lot better than 3 in. I just need a little bit more time, and I'll let you know if I liked it or not in the next favorites video. Now, I hope I didn't have any lipstick on my teeth. No, I think we're good. At the end of the video, I think we're good. And this lipstick, even though I've had it on for, I guess, an hour, almost 45 minutes, it's not drying. Still very creamy on my lips. I can rub my lips together. It does show a little bit of my wrinkles, but if I want to add a gloss, I can. That will smooth it out. But sometimes you just want a matte look. Like I said, I will probably pick up 1 or 2 more shades. Well, alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me showing you the products that I've been using in April and letting you know if I liked it or not. So if you liked and enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.